Black Stars of Ghana, young former player, Brazil 2014, Bruhaha, Okai Jeffrey Mobile, and one granting interview actually the reason why I'm kicking out from the camp. We'll see.
Players confronting us any management and as a technical team any issues at our camp. Any new in Ghana football.
I got kicked out from the national team and from Schalke in the same season.
So why'd you get kicked out of Ghana?
Because I spoke with the president about payments and organization, so I criticized them.
I think it was a free Ankara,
yeah.
And then the then president, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Ekabo, decided say, "Omo this can be free Ghana had the good airplane at their Sanse Black Star players maybe make it demands for their money."
Jema ahwefo nyina akwaba emfa emra MYBET.AFRICA TV so emra so se yetena se na afei no yede sports arena dwumadie na yede eba na ena yetena se no miniminu ya Sanogo ena wofia ha yede nsem no ede ebremo MYBET.AFRICA TV so na yebetimi abawuram na yetumi ahwensem kakra ni nyina ne se abranti ade ene Kelvin Prince Boateng were a former player edema the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Okay, Sabrante Ghana copy World Cup 2014 or no to copy more Brazil. Ekosia kind edema the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana. And they cried any opinion or cobbles to say a board the book radio to say wajai so for dinner and a person gusuna or no to me a yam juma. Now Kelvin Prince Boateng to make a grant interview be. Na ensem na odi aba no exclusive ye de wonsem ebetumi di aba ebewuram na afi no ya Sanogo atumi acheche na adwim na wa digest ensem no ama ye hu senie esitie ye mfa sedanko emfa ema MYBET.AFRICA and afi no MYBET radio online and aqua blue mineral water wemo and ye nyumeku omo asoasna yade sports arena dwumadi no ede ebremo na ye free the studios of Hit Mixer midin a fantastic KG. Now, yes, no ase. Now, before that, join me on MYBET.AFRICA TV. So, before say, Sanogo ebebano, yenko, na yenko she, na yentie interview no, MYBET.AFRICA TV. So, na yentie sema, Kelvin Prince Boateng, ekanye.
I got kicked out from the national team and from Schalke in the same season.
So, why'd you get kicked out of Ghana?
Because I spoke with the president about payments and organization, so I criticized them.
Publicly?
No, in front of them.
Okay.
Like we had a meeting and I criticized them and I said they can't treat us like that because we know how much money they make and they should invest in the organization and give the player the money they deserve. So they didn't like that. They kicked me out.
Sometimes when you speak the truth, huh?
Yeah, you know, it's like, and they put a letter under my door. Oh. I took the letter and, no, you know what? It was 6 a.m. at the World Cup 2014 in Brazil. They kicked me out at the World Cup. And the day we played Portugal, in the morning, 6 a.m, they put a letter under my door. I take that letter, I just put it away. I went back to sleep. My phone starts ringing from Germany, a friend of mine, a journalist. And it's like, yeah, what's up? Hey, what's wrong? I said, nothing. You got kicked out, no?
Wow.
I said, what?
That is.
And the letter's still over there.
No, bro. And I tell him, I'm telling him, he's like, nah, I'm not kicked out. What you mean? He said, yes, everywhere in the news here, they called us. So I said, give me 1 second. I put down the phone, I take the letter, and then it says, you're out. I said, yeah, I'm kicked out. I called them back. I said, yeah, they kicked me out. Yeah, they kicked me out. They said, leave the hotel in 15 minutes and give like your card back and everything. And I was like, wow.
What game was this in the World Cup?
Was the third game in the group stage. So if we win, we go through. We lose, we go out.
When was the meeting before this? The night before?
The day before. The night before. So me and Muntari arguing with the president. So I come out of my room, I go knock on the door, I said, Sulley. He said, yeah, me too.
No.
They kicked us both out at the game day.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. So did any of the other players speak up or?
No one.
This is the shit I don't like. You know, when you're going out and rolling your sleeves up with your teammates, yeah, and you're doing something together, and one of your guys is getting like suppressed or treated a bad way.
I was even fighting for the team, you know. I didn't fight for myself.
Not for yourself.
No one.
Wow.
Swear it down.
Get Gary
so you're
Neville
just
on
so
the
they just
Did you speak to anyone? Did you any of your
Yeah, I
teammates?
saw them going out with my luggage. Like worst moment, bro. You just walk away from the World Cup with your luggage, and Mutari in the back. Oh, I'll kill everybody. So we're walking out, and the guy's like, "Oh, bro, I'm so sorry." And they're like, "Should we talk to them?" I said, "Bro, if you want to talk to them, you spoke to them already." And I said, "The real team would say we're all not playing.
Yeah.
They're staying. Even if you don't play us, just keep us on the bench.
Yeah.
Don't make a big fuzz around it, you know." Yeah, they kicked us out, so we left and went to our families.
On match day as well.
Match day.
If the team would have said, you ain't treating them like that.
Exactly.
You're in.
yeah, they can, yeah.
How are you with the Ghana FA now?
We're okay.
Yeah.
They wanted me to apologize. I don't know for what, and I want them to apologize. So both sides don't apologize. But the country is beautiful. They love football, so I can't speak bad about them. You know, it's like some people who weren't on the right level.
Bloody, it's like a Sancho thing, isn't
I was
it?
gonna
You
say-
to apologise, you to apologise.
Yeah,
Mad.
yeah. I was too proud. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna apologize. I didn't do anything.
Or if you're not in the wrong,
I wasn't in the wrong. Like this was one be the first time in my career where I wasn't in the wrong. You know, but it is what it is.
Do you think, looking back now retrospectively, because maybe Sancho thinks he wasn't in the wrong, right? Do you look now and think, well, maybe you should have for the greater good of you doing? Do you think that?
Definitely. Just sit down, say sorry, say I don't know what did wrong, and then just say how can we do it better, or we just separate ways, but in a good way, you know, in a respectful way. Like all this media stuff from the back, no one talks. It's just bad. It's just bad. You take that with you, know, in the future. You take all that. Like Sancho, if I would be him, I would just sit down with the coach, with the owner, just sit down and say, guys, what can I do better? Is there a possibility that I have the chance to play in this club again or not? But I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to talk to the press before I talk to you. Let's talk, you, me, and you know, just talk. And then the coach can tell him, you're not doing enough. I need this more. And then you can tell him as well, hey, but I think I do. Like you can talk like that on a respectful level, and then you just sort it out.
We any interview no winning comma Kelvin Prince Boateng etumi editu yanim echeche mu kwan ni reason tie nei wono etumi every Black Stars of Ghana wo camp Yaw Sanogu was seated minia
KG
abokode
ye krekrom
ho efe
also ho efe.
So yeah, sure. Nada.
Oh, David.
I feel you know can reflect your pocket.
Pocket, but ever kakra.
Yeah, okay. Kelvin, Black Stars of Ghana, young former player, Brazil 2014, Bruhaha, okay, if you mobile, and one granting interview, actually the reason why I'm kicking out from the camp. We'll say,
players confront and I say any management and I say technical team any issues our camp. Any new in Ghana football. Obekai 2002 Mali. I think it was Osam Dudu. Any Sami Kufo. Emma ye Pam Sami Kufo the free camp. Later Kufo ebechire mu say na office sem painful bi team no ho they were milking the team.
Okay.
Instead say omobe journey players now ye di no well being because some the main actors no. Then comes 2014 where the pinnacle of Ghana's football of shame echo to the crescendo. Na Black Stars management committee then Black Stars paying for then the Ghana Football Association paying for then and the minister then I think it was a free Ankara,
yeah.
And then the then president, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Ekabo, decided say, "Omo disikabi free Ghana had the good airplane mu, dia say Black Star players maybe, make demands for their money. I think say no na a team ni na make demands. Then comes Sulley Ali Muntari, and Kelvin Prince Boateng, pamomo a free camp. Look, asem no buy Jamefe commission ba etnase.
Yeah.
Me kai so mo to start the first Kelvin Prince Boateng. To start the first Sulley Ali Muntari, but also become side of the story.
Good.
Now be seen there what they actually said. Most Ghanaians don't know
Because of Manti.
Asem na esi and so na efa Ghana na bia because the World Cup was the biggest stage in world footballer. Now that time Ghana na bia interested in what was happening to Ghana Black Stars and Ghana as a country when it comes to football. Now you're saying when the day the lion will start telling its own story, the hunter will then Omo wo baby saa o.
Okay.
Say eda Jata na nkasa be start no so kana sem. Ebia ejabo mofo asem obeka na amanfo enyindi.
Okay.
Now asem see no Sulley Muntari has been tight-lipped.
Yeah.
That is speculations. Yes, it happened. He has been tight-lipped. Abranti Professor Kelvin Prince Boateng has been tight-lipped until say a call the Ferdinand program. So he decided to bear it all and say everything. Or touchy range of issues. And one of the biggest incidents that in football career, World Cup 2014. Now a day Ghana and Portugal
about the last match.
So near Portugal,
you be
qualify.
Yeah.
Stay you lose ya. You be free. Sulley Muntari and Kelvin Prince Boateng were one of the senior most players because 2010 World Cup they were there.
Yeah, South Africa.
2014, you can say they could have been on form. They were on form. They were one of our best players,
and they were part of the integral part of the team.
Part of the leadership core of the Black Stars. And to be as a DNA beba, ama the leaders of the Black Stars. Apamo say me Kelvin Prince Boateng say me your can ya. The decision came from the top.
Yeah.
And I'll say they were in a meeting. And meeting no one confronted the technical men. Because he appear any for then and no more problem. He had problems with the managers of the Black Stars. And almost same say, look, you need the amount of money FIFA de mama.
Yeah.
You need the amount of money I'm generating. And if you say as players, we deserve what we deserve. What they are not doing, you feel say Sikani Binu should go straight into the general football perspective, development. Na enye say nipa ba ku mienu mensa bi mo be chase ka bi dia mamu ho ewa ha. And okan meeting in an open space. Sulley Muntari can be in the open space. And on my dream, they thought say they were fighting for more colleagues and then Ghana football, the betterment of Ghana football in general. Okoda sorry ya ne de letter abeshe ne den ase say onko. I am sure say utie na asem na yentie ba akufo asem emfa muaten, but we've heard a lot of stories about them. Afi no mo so aba bonti am so ask
on say during the interview omo bisa na say adena one pacho and was say na ofili proud and then also
no feel say omo na aye bone
no who say onye hwe that is Bruni adwen
because who say Kelvin Prince Boateng oye obi aye anwo no kruma so when Sulley Muntari ye pa oye very opinionated say asem no na dwen say no say na tie say me kind of crowd be kind of call baby. Now this is where my whole issue with Kwesi Nyantakyi and the then Black Stars Management Committee. KG, there's a reason we leader. Now when you say autocratic, the Black Stars and your Kwesi Nyantakyi dia. Ghana football then your Kwesi Nyantakyi dia. It is a players nimpo akansembia. That is where you as the manager you manage the situation. Per Kelvin Prince Boateng asemo kan na on any quality players any problem. Now, Kwesi appear and in the technical team, no problem. So there was no way so because there will be a distraction to the team. I
understand.
Blasters almost players money agitation in the team in agitated. Led by the captain then as a Mojan. That's not all canon. It means that they had no issue with the technical team. They had no issue with the playing body, but they had issue with managers of the Black Stars, which Kwesi Nyantakyi na leader. And typical Ghanaian leader, any Ghana former. So we have been kind of trained to be a bit timid. You don't challenge
penny for. Yeah. So when they pay some cry, we are quite
it's as I say, it's a penimono. A better analyze the situation in Nano. They try to flex their muscles and use penny man. Just imagine a beer, Sankana Kelvin Prince Boateng Sulley Muntari, we might not have lost to Portugal. We could have won. Because Portugal were not better than Ghana.
Ronaldo Crano, Shegu,
what I that tournament, they were not better. Even the game they were not better than us. So if two of our best players, any experienced players, we could have won. But somebody decided say he will use his ego. Somebody decided say he will use his emotions because he has been challenged in front of others. And it is about time you see a so whether we like it or not, players are the main actors of the game. On the ball game, if player welfare is not at the topmost level, then what do we expect them to do? We don't expect them say players on ball to the highest, to the apex. They are not coach football players. They are players on ball to the apex.
Professional
They've been exposed to a lot of good things. If they can't question administration, then who can?
Do you think is the right time Kelvin Boateng Abechechi with the side of the story?
Of course. Who said Kelvin Prince Boateng cried their own? If you say watch it. My memory a story of Kelvin Prince Boateng. Who said Kelvin? Ye dinechi. Ye dinechi.
On any Jerome Boateng.
Jerome tried not Jerome.
Who's
Jerome? Encounter.
Yeah.
Me kai say listo wo yesu bukasin. That time no Capital Radio. Ghana call World Cup first. He was part of the few journalists who mudi Kenya opportunity call Germany. Eko.
2006.
Me kai pass back then on Kelvin Prince Boateng din komo one-on-one or the boss interview in Capital Radio back then.
Okay.
And then Obisa Kelvin Prince Boateng said, would he love to play for Ghana now? Kelvin Prince Boateng catch the point blank or not yet. On a Ghana yet. He doesn't see himself as a Ghanaian and he doesn't see himself as Obi Obebo Blasters. Now Blasters 2006 Germany qualify now. If you say a fluke and that we might not ever qualify again.
Okay, no legitimately.
And you know, already say you will be a Ghanaian should look at Ninia Jerome. Ninia Jerome on why not a Ghana and Ghana or Ghana until Monko Ninia Jerome. It's you know, a month for refuse that Jerome Mum company Ghana. Whilst Kelvin Prince Boateng is looking at the Germany national team. No? But after say on also go through the football career na on Germany paying for the Bininya issue of decided to then people felt say, oh, and Ghana was the only option for him and or buy. I said he was an opportunist and or buy.
Yeah.
You get it. After 2010 World Cup, Nations Cup qualifies media. It's not as a create impression media to for team. When this issue came, Oman can formulate some thought about Kelvin Prince Boateng felt say, oh yes, I can say on your opportunity. He came to create problems. But what you can say sanity? It means that they were not at fault. They were not at fault, but probably they felt say. They are done with the national team. There's no need coming out to say anything because they are playing almost club football and almost very okay. But sometimes, as I said, one can say and they also have a kind of side of the story. Probably we might also hear Sulley Muntari coming public
one day.
For 1 or 2 years in come as to what actually happened. But as you said, Sulley Muntari is also kind of side of the story. No, I am sure he will come one day and talk. Though Sulley Muntari is a bit reserved.
Okay.
Park so and I say. I'm out for your painting picture about Sulley Muntari, but only me he's a very lovely person and very reserved person. Many just Kelvin so I kind of side of the story. And so that's how they compare what has been said previously. Not ye movie soon come within Nipabia no more around the situation at that point in time. Now, for me, if you're blame beer, we should lay it at the doorstep of the former Ghana Football Association president, and entourage. They didn't manage the issue as leaders. They rather managed it as people with egos.
Okay.
The typical Ghanaian mind. Now they say, oh, Kelvin Prince Boateng, you do about World Cup, you favor.
And after World Cup, so on your good team,
what I say, it's your favor. So for me, I think we should learn something from DC, you know.
Okay.
As Ghanaians, Ketekrekumu and no manage blasters now should revisit that issue for educational purposes. Because on my place, tournament, and from there will always be agitations within the football circles. No, with decision I will take, I will take that decision. Na asayade, and I say, "Oh, take that decision." At the crowd, what I say.
Okay.
Sometimes you punish not to destroy, but you punish to correct.
Okay.
But so already and it's hard time, no. Nan commit me a train. I'm my boys me no game ni be near who you faith.
Take
decision. You could have even allowed them to go to an interview now or say, baby. Not of you say they could have even told the coach, my coach in more money. The bank coach in you some or therefore Montana bench.
Okay, I think I'm for Montana bench. A man in Kakrama Ghana for crying.
And my team harmony.
Yes.
Because the moment you can't say, Kelvin Prince Boateng is the upon African camp, a lot of Ghanaians became agitated. They were trying to find out DNS. It's the concentration level and at the end, whether you like it or not, Kelvin and Sulley, Ebenyana for Black Stars team.
Sanity.
So, Madame for the Kelvin, Madame for the Sulley. That's what permanent the free Black Stars camp. I say see him no. When you be a bonia, then what do I do? So they didn't manage the situation well, and sometimes that is why so we a leader. You need to know when to strike and when to pamper. So for me, after Kelvin coming out to say his side of the story, no, me feel say you blame Bia the Mobia, not as in some see but why Ghanaians could not qualify. Made the 40% Ebema Kwesi appear as the coach. Made it 10% Ebema playing body say on the day be probably then the remaining 50%, you know, but the according to lawyer Kwesi Ntechi and the management committee then
manage situation.
The blasters team, you know, echo Brazil or manage situation.
Okay, and no yaw Sanogo and I would say or church and Seminuna Kelvin Prince Boateng interviewer on you Ferdinand to me echo grantee on the YouTube page in the and I'll say opening one so it's within adventure come at the abana. MYBET.AFRICA TV so and when you go to our sports arena Jumedi and a day ever from the studios of Hit Mexabedin a fantastic KJ Mene Yaw Sanogo and edition no e Barcelona and for MYBET.AFRICA and I know my bet radio online and aqua blue mineral water we mo and to me asuasena yere sports arena Jumedi e day ever subscribe share like the for comment to us here uko YouTuber bose MYBET.AFRICA TV ubenya bi now so what to me enya sports arena Jumedi no to me ahwe kama ama dem to me konkan kama ama yam fancy na before say this na me ko ya useno go ho na metimi enkoje ne final word on so betumi edia to dwan yam fancy na afi no yen sorry so na yen komepem no dia ka change na betumi edia bram kama yaw yen sorry
the final word me say right now Kelvin Abe kind of side of the story. Sulley might also come and say his side of the story. But what I think say follow issue no any you do issue you should learn and say so you leader you need to know when to be driven by emotions, egos, and then personal sentiments, and then when to put the whole entity in betterment and sanity at the forefront than one cause of personal interest. What I say.
Okay.
That makes you a leader.
And no yaw Sanogo bidin a fantastic KG asedanko and for Emma production team no break your ima and afi also omo and a production team nyame yadoma and repem no ye besan ehia ya krab